Well, that's fun. I wasn't talking. I did a beautiful intro. So we're gonna thanks, Romain or Kevin. We're gonna try that again. Welcome everybody to NASA Cross Car Masters here on ASN. We're at Charlotte Motor Speedway this week. I forgot to turn my microphone on. I'm Brian by himself Sawyer, so we're doing it. We're doing great this evening. We're at Charlotte. Just said that. Concord, North Carolina. Been racing it since its inception. I saw the bars moving. I said, oh, I'm talking. And then it clicked the channel that, hey, we're actually talking. The light was red. Red means recording. Whoops. Here we are. Format's pretty much the same as the NASA Rallycross Lights series. We're going to do 3-lap qualifying here in a few minutes. Heats are 5 laps apiece. LCQs also 2 transfer from the heats. Everybody else goes to the LCQs. Everybody's going to transfer to the feature tonight. We have 10 cars on track, so we'll have a 10-car feature. 10 laps. Jokers. 2 jokers all evening. Cameras all evening, brought to you by Whiplash Simcams, facebook.com/WSimcams for all your camera needs. Thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for your camera support. And now we'll get back to what I was saying. We did this for Pro 4 League, so we're going to do it for CrossCar. We're going to take a look at the teams that we have registered for this series currently before we get started this evening. We got KLR, Pink Fury, Kevin Boland, and Daryl Young. We got KLR, Black Phantom, Jameson Leckenby, and Kieran Lifflinder. TWRS, Matt Mosby, Carter Gosh, and Matthew Lindy. Channel 199 Sim Racing, Evan McFarlane, and the return of Cody Winnecke. JC Sim Sports is Vincent Sowers. Glad to see him back. And Shin Racing is Joel Ehrlich. And TFR is Dylan Thomas. I think that's for Team Thomas Family Racing. A lot of these drivers here tonight. Missing a couple. That's okay. 4-week series during the summer. We're here just for fun. Top of the time right now is Matthew Lindy, but he is not on track. So we will take a look at Alex Poskov. I did not get that his name beforehand, so that is what we are guessing it is. Not on a team, so if any teams are looking, he is up for grabs. He's second right now, running with a 42.459. Carter Gosh actually top of the table. Timing was out of order. 42.934, and we're going to add to the flip counter real early this evening. Catches the car. It's going again. Got about 5 minutes before we start, so we'll get everybody nice and practiced. The track is probably getting a little worn in. Let's take a look so far. Carter Gosh, Alex Poskov, Cody Winnecke, Matthew Lindy, Jameson Lickenby, Kieran Lifflinder, Kevin Boland, Travis Allen, Daryl Young, Dylan Thomas, Benjamin Archer, and Evan McFarlane, who's yet to set a lap. Taking on board of this track with Carter Gosh coming through turns 1 and 2. It is very hard to see. They have made the dust so much dustier in iRacing. Going through turns 1 and 2, keep it close to the wall, go over the jump. He's side by side. Otherwise, just keep it a little tighter on that curve. Go over the second jump. You want to nose in, get as much grip as you can. Up next is probably the hardest turn on the track. You want to keep it tight to the wall, but you also got to keep it the appropriate speed, which is hard to do without spinning this car. Coming around, Joker entry is on your left, and that's what he'll do. Gets the car settled. This car gets a little squirrely. That's going to be a lap. On the right side is just a regular lap. I think he just tried to get away from somebody else, but he's got a car in front of him who's going to go off and maybe hit the wall. That's the 916 of Alex Poskov. I guess we're just getting a 2-car exhibition while we wait for the race to start. 2026B, if you're wondering, for the Rallycross series, Mr. Boland, probably September, October-ish. Usually, if we usually try and end the season before Thanksgiving, before the holiday season kicks off, so about 8 weeks before that. U.S. Thanksgiving. The day that is this month here, and my calendar's not opening. I think that's like November 19th this year, so probably about 8 weeks back from that, so we're looking mid-September. Hashtag soon is correct. Cody Winicki on the track. We haven't seen him race with us for a while. Used to race some of the some rallycross, back for some cross car. I know he's racing a lot of trucks recently. I think that's more his specialty, but Heaven's finally got a teammate. And hasn't really had a teammate since he joined 199. Hasn't had a teammate in any of our series. Cody Winicki making that journey to help him. So they'll have a good shot running for a team's championship this season. It's about a minute remaining. Wreck. Nope, Cody's going back out. We're just gonna sit on board with Cody until we time to go. About 2 laps here. Unless somebody else wants to get on track. Little surprising Evan hasn't set a lap time to get any feel for the track, so he's just going dry right into qualifying. That's going to be an interesting one. Had somebody in the chat say Alex Tazkov is the best cross car racer on iRacing. He's up there. 600th behind Carter Gosh, so it's going to be a good showing this evening. I think we're going to have probably 2 heats. I think we go up to 8 cars each, so we'll probably have 2 of 6 tonight. And then probably 1 LCQ with everybody else. Maybe 2. Good save. Almost lost it on the turn entry there. That's turn 5. And now we get a look at the regular course. And we got 5 seconds, so we're about ready to go. Look at the results for practice. Carter Goss, Alex Tazkov, Cody Winicki, Matthew Lindy, Jamison Leckenby, Kieran Poland, Alan Young, Thomas Archer, McFarlane. Who's on track first? It looks like Alex. First lap right out the gate is a fast lap, probably the fastest you're going to see all evening. Coming out of that pit lane, you get a little extra speed compared to just being on a regular flying lap. He's looking like he's doing real good right now. Holding it nice and tight to everything. His predicted time is very wrong. He hits the inside wall, and that's going to end that lap for him. Let's see who's behind him currently. The 29, Jamison Leckenby. A little wide on entry and exit for this turn. The wide line, I do not think works. I know the KLR boys like that in the rallycross track or rallycross cars, but in the cross car, outside line, not the best idea. He comes across the line with a 44.186, followed immediately by Dylan Thomas, a 42.2. And a whole bunch of times coming through right now. A whole bunch of people. I'm not going to be able to grab everybody real quick. Look at Travis Allen. See what he's doing. He comes across the line. His first lap puts him in P3 with a 44.8. The number one of Matthew Lindy, I think, defending champion coming into this evening. He's starting his second lap. His first one doesn't count. We'll take a look at him though. He won our inaugural season. We didn't really have a second season, so this will be it. Carter Gosh goes to P1. Cody Winicki's P2. Leckenby, Allen, Young, Thomas, Archer, Bolin, McFarlane, Lindy, McFarlane, Lifflander, Lindy, and Tazkov have not set times yet. Those are 4 big names that should be shooting up towards the top of the table. Kevin Bolin up to P4. We're going to see Matthew Lindy finish this lap, and then we'll hop back over to Alex. Matthew Lindy 43.2 puts him in second or third position. Alex comes across the line with a 43.0, puts him to P1. Evan McFarlane on track for his first lap, gripping the inside of turns 4 real well. Must have touched the wall, so he's off track. Gonna reset the pits to get that good exit. See who's still going. Matthew Lindy's on his third lap right now. Touching the inside wall, that's probably gonna undo that lap. Might have just made it save it. We saw pictures right at the point of possible contact. We'll see if he gets through this time. 43.0 puts him to the top of the timing tower. Travis Allen off track. So we just got Evan McFarlane, Kieran Lifflander on track right now. Cody Winicki still has a lap to go, but he is in pits. Kieran is actually ahead of Evan right now, so we'll take a look at him. I think we're going to have a lot of contact. Ooh, he might have hit the wall there or straightened the car out. Not quite sure. Didn't have a camera angle of it. Cars get real jerky. He did touch the wall right there. So we're going to look at Evan crossing the line here. See if this one's going to count. 42.918 puts him in P1. If it counts, it does. 919 is on his third lap. Here comes Kieran. Into turn 1, grabs the grip strip, gets it out about midline. Back on the grip strip for turn 2. Takes the outside of the jump. Doesn't land too far wide. Track's all about grabbing the grip strips. It will mitigate the dirt and the loose of the dirt and really help get you around the track. Grabs that one excellently. Here's where he struggled last time around. Perfect this time. The inside grip strip runs towards the outside, uses just a little bit into the final set of turns. He hit this wall last time. He doesn't hit it this time. This is looking like a really good lap for Kieran. Crosses the line, 42.8. That is going to put him at P1. 42.790. One, just over a tenth. Evan McFarlane. Cody Winicki taking his third lap now. He's going to be the last car to finish qualifying. Final 2 turns. Ooh, almost hit the wall, slid out. Might have hit it, and that's gonna be the lap. And Lifflander, P1 in qualifying, followed by Evan McFarlane, Matthew Lindy, Alex Tazkov, Carter Gosh, Cody Winicki, Jamison Leckenby, Kevin Bolin, Travis Allen, Daryl Young, Dylan Thomas, and Benjamin Archer. But you tell Cody Winicki to get off the track so we can. Sometimes you just gotta say it. They're listening. They could pull a Clinton Funk and just full on text me back while they're driving, or they could just pull off the track. Oh. Or it's going to give us a whole minute to just down. So actually, while we have a second, let's take a look at what we got coming up later this week on ASN. That we're doing Cross Car Masters at Charlotte. This Thursday, we got the finale of the SimCar Porsche Cup Series. We're going to one of my favorite road tracks, Interlagos. I think the only thing that tops it is Road Atlanta. This Sunday Night Lights is going to hell. I believe that's the final race of the June season, so we'll crown a new champion potentially. And then we're back next week. NASA Pro 4 at Wild West. Wild West. I don't know what that is, but it's a track, I suppose. Take a look at this series. Running four rounds for this series: Charlotte, Daytona long, Hell, and Atlanta long. Giving everybody the long versions. Running a little bit of Atlanta. Probably the last time we'll see Atlanta. Probably for the rest of the year. I think we've ran it 3 times so far this year in various series. Drivers clamored for it. Now, it's time to go. All right, we're getting ready to start our first grid. Any day now, iRacing. Let's go. All right. Heat 1, Kieran Lefflander, Matthew Lindy, Carter Gosh, Jamison Leckenby, Travis Allen, and Dylan Thomas. Seems like it's a pretty stacked field. Pretty stacked heat, I mean. Find an appropriate camera. All evening. Little bit of strategy for these guys. 2 out of 5 laps. Okay, yellow lights are up. We're away. Look at that. I think Jamison Leckenby with a huge jump on Lefflander and Thomas. Lefflander gonna hold the inside though, touches Leckenby just a little bit, and there we go. Matthew Lindy sneaking through. Over the line for the first time, it's Lefflander, Lindy, Gosh, and Leckenby. Everybody kind of running in single file formation. Lindy getting a little loose on turn 2, giving up some room to Gosh. Lindy and Gosh side by side through turn 3. Turn 4, that is. They're still going to go side by side. It's usually where you want to pull an over-under on somebody, but Carter Gosh isn't going to give anything to Matthew Lindy. Kieran Lefflander's just starting to walk already. Lindy's off to the Joker. First time of asking. You are allowed to do that on this track. 1 car around, that looks like Lindy. We'll have to take a look back, see what happens. Leckenby kind of clipped him on exit there. See if we can get a quick replay of what happened to Matthew. He dives off to the Joker. Little too much speed. Oh, there is a bump on the inside of that track the cross car does not like. Spins him around, and he's lucky both of these cars are still moving. The wheels are only held on by 4 bolts. And don't want them to fall off. Looking at Leckenby right now, chasing down Dylan Thomas, 4P3. Dylan Thomas goes a little wide, tries Leckenby trying to sneak the inside. Thomas off to the Joker. Leckenby on the regular track, he's going to come about 2.8 seconds ahead, which is well within the Joker margin. So he looks like he'll be okay when he Jokers back. Travis Allen chasing down Dylan Thomas now. They've all done one Joker. Carter Gosh has not done any. Let's go see what he's going to do this time around. Racing for TWRS, but also has a Team Ascension paint scheme on. So not quite sure who he's racing for, but he's going to save both his jokers for the last 2 laps. I think that's a pretty good call. Travis Allen now chasing down Dylan Thomas. They're both going to joker this time around. Both of their second jokers, so no strategy happening here. Matthew Lindy is actually out of this race. His car must have had an issue with the tire from that contact earlier. Like can be about 8 seconds behind Lifflander and Gosh. His strategy is done. I don't think anything that's going to happen with Carter and Kieran is going to have any effect on Jamison. Coming around for the last lap. Carter Gosh 2.5 seconds ahead of Kieran Lifflander. Carter is moving this car, but he has yet to take his second joker. We're going to see. We might have a drag race. It might be. We're going to actually get a really good picture of what a joker delta looks like here. These guys have been running pretty similar lap times this whole race. 46.6 last time for Carter, 47.0 last time for Kieran. Carter off to the joker for the second time. Kieran on the regular line. Let's see what we're going to have here. No contest. Carter Gosh is going to take this win over Kieran Lifflander. Jamison Leckenby in P3. Dylan Thomas, Travis Allen, and Matthew Lindy to round out the field. We are definitely going to run a commercial break tonight. I'm going to need a water, ladies. Heat 2. Evan McFarland, Alex Toskov, Cody Winicki, Kevin Boland, Daryl Young, and Benjamin Archer. Benny! That's what he's calling himself. I like that. That's fun. We're almost ready to go. These guys recruited quick. Benjamin Archer with the... Oh, no, that's Evan McFarland with a huge jump up. No, that was Benjamin Archer. Huge jump to the outside. Here, Evan McFarland sneaking on inside. They're looking at Toskov, McFarland, Winicki, Boland, Young, and Archer. Evan, you know I love you, but I'm actually going to root for Alex because I love a win on debut, and this is his first race here with us at NASA. You love me a good win on debut. Doesn't happen often. Love to see one happen now. Evan sneaks the inside on Alex. Alex has got to get that car back over. He's going to lose a position to Cody as well. He gets it stuck down and gets around turn 1. Top 3, no jokering. First time of asking. Top 4, nobody jokering. First time of asking. Maybe Daryl Young does. Daryl Young does, trying to make something happen. He's about 7 seconds off the rest of the pack on lap 1. Not quite sure if that's just pace or if something happened to him. Nope, Daryl Young had an incident earlier. We'll take a look back in a few moments. Oh, he's having quite a few incidents. Cody Winicki looks like he had an incident also. These two up front, 2 tenths separate them. Neither of them joker. I'd like to start seeing some strategy coming in on the next lap. Get a little bit of alternating in. The only way you're really going to pass somebody with this basically identical levels of speed. Somebody jokers, somebody doesn't. Evan off the ramp just a little bit. Makes me eat my words. There's a different way to pass. Alex right through for the lead. Top 2 instantly go to the feature. Everybody else will be in the LCQ, but Evan's car might have a little bit of damage. He looks like it's still struggling just a hair here. Gonna see if either of them alternate the joker strategy. Looks like Evan might be setting up. He does not. Alex takes to the joker this time. While we have a minute, let's take a look back at some of the incidents that happened earlier. Daryl Young off turn 2 into the wall. Surprisingly, that car is still going. Had a second incident not far after that. Nope. Did he spin it here? Yep. He gets it a little high side. It gets around in a circle. And then Cody Winecki had something happen also. He clips the inside of turn 2 also into that wall. Easy to do with these vehicles. They're light, and if you upset them just the wrong way, they are going to go where you don't want them to. Back up front, Evan McFarlane off of the Joker rotation for the first time. Alex Toskov might have had an issue on his regular lap. Nope, that's Evan McFarlane's first Joker. I think Alex might have taken both. Yep, there we go. That's what happened. Evan in front of Alex by about 2 seconds. I think that's right about the delta. I think Alex is going to have this race if their laps keep around this time. Kevin Bolin gaining on Alex. 1.8 seconds behind him. He's got one more Joker to take, though. Cody Winecki in P4. Benjamin Archer, Daryl Young still holding on, even though that car has sustained some serious damage. Can Evan come around? Jokering for his final time. We're gonna get a drag race this time. Alex gets the pass. It's gonna also be no contest once again. Alex Toskov wins his heat. Followed by Evan McFarlane, Kevin Bolin, Cody Winecki, Benjamin Archer, Daryl Young. Cody Winecki, fastest lap on the last lap. Yeehaw. We're cruising right along, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to LCQs now. I think we're going to get everybody in one big one. Yep, looks like we're going to get the rest of the cars in one big heat. Or one big LCQ. Jamison Lekenby, Kevin Bolin, Dylan Thomas, Cody Winecki, Travis Allen, Benjamin Archer, Matthew Lindy, and Daryl Young. It's so hard to call the beginning of these races. Timing Tower goes berserk. iRacing, I don't think, quite knows what's happening right here, so my Timing Tower has even less of an idea. Just kind of do it by eye. Kevin Bolin, the top front left car. Or that's Lekenby. Bolin in the middle. Thomas on the outside. Big jump from the inside line. Everybody pretty much holding position, though. Dylan Thomas falls back to basically where the last row was. Not a lot of speed off the start. Coming around for the first time, though, it's Lekenby, Bolin, Winecki, Allen, Archer, Thomas, Young, and Lindy. Everybody's going to make it. Matthew Lindy a little out of place being in the back of the field here based on his former speed here. He's looking like he's struggling around turn 2 again. Well, up front, Lekenby, Kevin Bolin, Cody Winecki, really, oh, they are touching side by side. We're going to, oh my, are we going to go 3 wide? We're going to go 3 wide into turn 5. Looks like Bolin's getting bounced around like a bowling ball. One car around, that's Travis Allen. Winecki, Thomas, Lindy get all past him. Got a little bit of a drag race here with Daryl Young, Kevin Bolin, Dylan Thomas about a second between them. If something is going to happen between these two, Matthew Lindy looking like he's trying to make a move on Thomas, makes it happen, gets by. He doesn't struggle with turn 2 this time. Matthew Lindy's taking his first Joker already, so he's provisionally in front of these next 2 cars, puts him up to P3 technically if his pace holds, but he looks like he's trying for the over-under on Young here. He's sneaking in. The cars are touching. You can't do that in these cars. Matthew Lindy, that sends Daryl Young off the track around in a circle, puts him back to P7, and that's not a good look, Matthew. Cannot do that in these cars. They are open wheel. Those wheels will touch, and that you'll send somebody in a circle. Going to take a look back at the incident a little bit before. Travis Allen. These three cars just bouncing around. Look at that. Just sending him everywhere. Travis Allen just kind of gets a little loose from that. And so did Boland. These two got around in a circle. Front four have not jokered yet. Matthew Lindy's got both of his done. Thomas, Allen, and Young all with one. Front four spread out quite a bit. Not quite sure what's going to happen here. Archer goes off to his first one. Matthew Lindy takes position there. Oh, looks like Archer takes a little spin and oh my goodness, what is happening here? I don't have a counter for this one, but this is not ideal. Benjamin Archer has just been abused, spit up, and thrown to the pits by all the other drivers. Looking at Daryl Young, Travis Allen coming around for the jump. We're on lap 4 or 5. Everybody's got to finish their jokers. I don't think Jamison, he's got to take both of them 4 and 5 now. Thomas and Allen. Allen sneaks the inside. He's going to make it happen. If Thomas can try and keep the inside, I don't think it's going to happen. Not enough speed. Winicki sets the fastest lap from the second position. Thomas on the inside. Can he make it stick? He's losing a little grip. Allen makes it. Allen takes a spot, and Young is going to take another spot off of Thomas just based on that little slide there. Up front, Jamison Leckie avoids all the chaos of this race. Takes his second joker. Winicki's going to take his second joker. As will Boland. We're going to finish this race. Lindy looks like he's going to take the position on Boland off a joker rotation. That's all she wrote. Jamison Leckie beat Cody Winicki, Matthew Lindy, Kevin Boland, Travis Allen, Daryl Young, Dylan Thomas, and Benjamin Archer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick jump to ads. I need a drink. We'll be right back in just a few moments. NASA Cross Car Masters is brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Go to facebook.com/WSimCams for all your camera needs. Welcome back, everybody, to NASA Cross Car Masters. I'm Brian, by himself Sawyer, one more time. We're getting ready for our feature race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Little calamity in that last LPQ. It's like a whole bunch of cars got stuck together, so that was pretty interesting. Before we get started, I'd just like to remind everybody, if you like what you see, go ahead and like the stream, hit the subscribe button, do all that fun stuff. ASN TV USA on all social media platforms except for X. They don't like us. Add the underscores. If you'd like to race in this chaos, NASASimRacing.com. We have something for everybody. We got Pro 4s, we got Crosscar, we got NASA Rallycross lights all year, and we got regular Rallycross coming back probably in a little over a month and a half here, maybe 2 months, something like that. Not quite sure. All these drivers getting ready to go. Alex Tozkov, my race pick this evening. He's shown pretty good speed. He's going to start in the second position tonight. He's laying down some laps. I'm excited to watch it. What else do we have? Not a whole lot. We got about 28 seconds before we get going. I've acquired a coffee. We're good to go. My throat doesn't feel like it's gonna fall out of my neck now. Hopefully we get a nice clean feature. Alex Larson was asleep. That's okay. I put out the all call, Alex. I was just trying to get anybody in here with me. It's fine. We're cruising now. Gosh is Alex's bet. If anybody else has anything different, feel free to drop it in the chat. We'll place bets. Give out money. Probably not. What we will do is take a look at the starting grid. Carter Gosh is our pole sitter this evening, followed by Alex Tozkov, Kieran Lifflander, and Evan McFarlane in the third and fourth positions, surprisingly. Leckenby, Winnecke, Lindy, Boland, Allen, Young, Thomas, and Benjamin Archer. At our field. Like everybody is ready to go. And we're off. Sleeping off the line was the middle car, Tozkov, and I don't know who that is at this point. All the KLR cars, a little hard to tell right now. Ooh, looks like Kieran, though, getting the big run on the outside. I believe that is Lifflander. Top four cars all bunched up. Little argy-bargy. That looks like Tozkov into the wall, just a hair off turn two. Lifflander hits the outside of the jump. Not what he's looking to do. He falls back to P4. Evan McFarlane passes him for P3. Gosh and Tozkov, though, side by side going into turn 5 for the first time. Evan throwing himself on the inside, making Alex go where he doesn't want to go to the outside line. That does not work on this track. Tozkov and Kieran making a little bit of contact. Tozkov off to the Joker, first time of asking. Gosh, McFarlane, and I think that's going to be Lifflander right back there. I don't know why his name on the timing tower is Lifflander. Kind of interesting. Kieran, go fix your name. Matthew Lindy up to P4. In the back half of the field, we got Leckenby and Winnecke racing for 6th. Winnecke taking the position off the backside of the jump. Benjamin Archer, Travis Allen behind them, fighting for 8th. Behind that, Dylan Thomas and Kevin Boland fighting for 10th. Back up front, Carter Gosh walking a little bit away from Evan McFarlane, about 0.8 of a second. Looks like Kieran Lifflander dove off to the Joker for his first time. Let's see who he comes out next to. He was right next to Where did Alex, he was next to Alex before the Joker, but Alex took his second, got them out of the way, puts him to P7. He's looking to make some passes on track, because that's how you're going to have to gain positions at this point in the race, especially when everybody, few people are still, just a lot of time left, a lot of positions to make up there. Wienecke chasing down Leckenby. Oh, and there goes my pick this evening. Tozkov gets a little contact with Leckenby, hits the wall. It's still in a race, but you're going to bleed a lot of time. If you want to win the race, you cannot be doing that. Carter Gosh, especially with Carter up front here, he has not made a mistake all evening. He's really cooking. 43.1 was his fastest lap last time, or his last lap. 43.2 for Evan McFarland. Lifflander 43.5, pretty much on top of each other all the way through. Looking at Wienecke now chasing down Tozkov, trying to make it happen on the, I don't think it's gonna happen. You try for some over-under maneuvers, but you get these wheels tangled up. You saw what happened before with Lindy. The easy way to end your race, especially on turn 5. Wienecke trying to stick it on the inside. He might make it happen. That, if it happens, that's an incredible pass. I don't think Lindy's gonna make, or Wienecke's gonna make it stick here. Tozkov holds him off through turn 1. This is the closest thing we have to a battle on track right now. These three. Tozkov, Wienecke, Leckenby, all on top of each other. Leckenby just waiting for something to happen between these two. Lifflander, Tozkov, Wienecke, Leckenby, and Allen have all completed their Joker strategy. Wienecke around, gets a little squirrely on turn 5. We said that's probably the hardest turn on this track. Gonna take a look at Dylan Thomas. He's chasing down Kevin Boland. He's bleeding a little time here, but might make something happen. Gosh has yet to take either Joker. He is 5 seconds up on Evan McFarland, 4.5 technically. So yeah, I think an early Joker is the play. I don't think anybody's slowing him down, but I don't think they're slowing them down intentionally. It happens though. You're that fast and you get stuck behind some traffic who hasn't Jokered yet, and they go, well, I'm planning on taking my Joker later. You're just gonna have to deal with it. It's a kind of the hardest part about racing in Rallycross is choosing that Joker strategy. Here in Lifflander sets fastest lap 42.734. He's about two seconds behind McFarland, 7 seconds behind the leader. His Joker strategy is done though. He's well within the margin for McFarland. If McFarland Jokers now and takes the second one, Kieran probably will be in second position. I don't think anybody has anything for Gosh though. Evan chooses not to take his second Joker. Gosh hasn't taken anything yet. Let's take a lap on board with Gosh here. He is pretty much running a picture perfect race all out in front by himself. Over the second jump, grabbing the inside on turn 4. Really wheeling the car here, trying to just keep it under control. This is a 2-wheel drive car, not what they're used to with the Rallycross cars, which are all 4-wheel drive. And it's like kind of like driving a slippery boat. Real quick lap, 42.6 this time by. Not the fastest lap of the evening, but actually it was 42.681. Carter Gosh, that beats out Kieran's 42.3. Evan McFarland yet to take that second Joker. Kevin Boland has not taken his second Joker either. He just passed Travis Allen in the backfield, but I think he's gonna lose it once he takes his second Joker. Probably who might lose 3 positions here. He's got 3 people who have all taken their second Jokers. And getting a nice battle for the back of the pack here. We're on lap 9, so Carter's going to have to take both of his Jokers. Kieran's going to have to take, or Evan's going to have to take his second one. on one of these 2 laps. Kieran is still held within the 2.5 second margin. Evan did not take his second joker. He actually set fastest lap, so we're going to see what happens with these front 2. It's likely going to be a Carter Gosh first place, but we don't know who's going to take second. We're on the final dirt turn for Gosh. Takes his second joker. McFarlane off to his. Let's see what Lifflander does. Doesn't do anything. Gosh wins this race. Let's see who comes out of it. All right, not even a drag race. Lifflander, a solid P2. McFarlane, P3. Tazkov, P4. No win on debut for him, but a great showing. Leckaby, Wienecke, Allen, Boland. Let's find the camera I want so I can stop clicking between people. There we go. Travis Allen's going to be the next car across the line. Dylan Thomas, Kevin Boland, Benjamin Archer, Matthew Lindy out of this race. I'll let Daryl Young out of this race. There's no interviews for this series, so drivers will just have to. They can talk about the race in our Discord, NASASimRacing.com, if you want. Yelling at each other. No, they're not going to yell at each other. It was a pretty clean race for the most part. Few moves that were a little questionable. Lindy. Aside from that, pretty nice race. Again, we'll take a second look at the results here. Carter Gosh, Kieran Lifflander, Evan McFarlane, Alex Tazkov, Jamison Leckenby, Cody Wienecke, Travis Allen, Dylan Thomas, Kevin Boland, Benjamin Archer, Matthew Lindy, Daryl Young. 12 cars this evening. Good race, everybody. Let's look at a few things before we get out of here. Upcoming this week, SimCar Porsche Cup Series has our finale at Interlagos. That's going to be Alex Larson and Josh Mertz. 7:30 Eastern Standard Time is when the session opens. The race starts at 9 Eastern. 9 Eastern, 8 Central is when the race starts and broadcast happens. Sunday Night Lights finale for the June season. Finishing up that one in hell. I don't even know how the points are going. I've not been around for that series for a couple weeks. NASA Pro 4 back next Tuesday at Wild West. Crosscar returns on the 7th. Going along. And the schedule stayed on once again. That's a cool feature we have going on here. Cameras all evening provided by Whiplash SimCams. Go to facebook.com/WSimCams for all your camera needs. If you like what you see, ASN TV USA on everything. ASNTVUSA.com if you want your content broadcast by us. We have more than just me, I swear. NASASimRacing.com if you want to race in the series or any of the series we put on here. Once again, I'm Brian by himself Sawyer. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out this evening. Had a pretty good audience. Thank you all for watching. You all smack that like button, whoever's left in here. That really helped me out. And thank you for tuning in. The NASA Cross Car Masters at Charlotte. We're going to get out of here. Y'all have a great evening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for this series. But we'll see you next week or Pro 4. Later, everyone.